Okay, so with number 7, there is kind of a pattern here that it's hoping that you recognize. So my numerator says 5 minus 5 sine squared. So consider, what if I factored out that 5 and then called this 1 minus sine squared? Okay, well, remember this came up the other day in class. That first Pythagorean theorem, if we rearranged it, what is 1 minus sine squared? Okay, so that's definitely going to be the easiest route. Not to say that it's not possible another way. But if you think to factor that 5 out, because then you'd have a Pythagorean identity, replace that Pythagorean identity, the cosine squareds cancel out, and you're left with 5/4. Well, what do we take the derivative of to get 5/4?
5/4 x minus.
Not x. Theta?
Yeah, theta.
In this case, it would be theta. Okay, and then it still needs to be evaluated from 0 to pi over 4. So plug in pi over 4 the first time. Plug in 0 the next time. You can put 5/4 in front of both and then factor it out, or not factor it out, or just do it from the beginning. All of it ends up being the same. Of course, subtracting 0 doesn't do anything, so to me it looks like it would be 5 pi over 16. And if I was trying to check this and practice with my calculator, you would need to be in radian mode, because pi over 4 is radians. And sine and cosine are trig functions, so calculus we're always thinking radians. All higher mathematics is almost all higher mathematics is in radians. Okay, I put x's instead of thetas, but then I put dx instead of d theta, so it all comes out. So you get some weird decimal, which isn't really helpful on its own, but if I put this in and compared its decimal, it better be the same messy decimal, otherwise something's off. The fact that they're the same makes me feel very good about what I did. So, as you guys know, trig questions don't come up a lot, but they're definitely, once in a while. Every 10 questions, every 20 questions for sure is a trig question. So in this case, I think the easiest path to this was to factor out the 5, and then once you had it written like this, Pythagorean identity, and if you thought to make those changes, then you were left with one that's quite a bit easier than some of the others. So.